We've done this segment for many years. I don't think we've ever
MVP.
I don't think we've ever done it like this.
MVP.
After
MVP.
joining us just a few days ago, joining us right now on the Burns and Gambo show, Grayson Allen from the Phoenix Suns. Grayson, thank you for your patience with us and for agreeing to do this again after you were just on with us a few days ago, man. We really, really appreciate it, and congratulations on an incredible night last night.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, how'd you like my MVP chants I was just doing in the background? Come on, it's pretty cool.
That was good. It wasn't as good as the Suns crowd last night, but I'll take it.
It's the best I got. I mean, I'm in a little studio here by myself, man. I can't replicate what they were doing, Grayson, but that was just an incredible performance.
Yourself?
I was chanting MVP by myself.
Apparently, I'm not here, Grayson, so don't mind me.
You weren't chanting. I was.
You two just talk. I'll sit over here and eat my yogurt.
Just explain to me as best you can the feeling you had as you're going through that game. You break a franchise record for three-pointers. You set a career high with points. What was the moment like for you? What was it like?
It was a really fun night. It was really cool to, like, the way the crowd responded, and it felt like every three I was about to shoot in the second half, they were anticipating the ball going up and in, and all of my teammates celebrating every shot that was going in. It was a really fun night. I haven't had not many regular season games live up to that kind of hype like that.
You really do love being a Phoenix Sun, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I think one of the biggest reasons is I just feel like my first year here, I just was accepted and had a ton of support from the fans immediately. So it's a lot of fun to go out there and play in front of fans that love the game of basketball, but also appreciate what I do. And outside of that, I love the city of Phoenix, and I love the organization that I'm a part of too. So I really couldn't ask for much more.
Grayson Allen is our guest here on the Burns and Gambo show, coming off of his career high last night in the Suns franchise record, 10 made three-pointers. You joked about it afterwards, and I'm just curious, looking back on it now, 3 different times you had 9. Last night you finally broke through with 10. As you're playing the game, how much of your mental power are you devoting to the fact that I've had 9 3 times, I really want to get that last one to make it 10?
Well, I got up to 9 pretty quickly. And I think we had a timeout before I knew, after I got the 9th. So someone had mentioned it then, kind of confirmed that I had 9, and I didn't know for sure, but I kind of had a feeling. So then after that, I knew, because I had tied it those few times before, I was like, this has got to be the night where I could get 10. So I know everyone tries to say, you don't think about that kind of stuff, but after tying it 3 times in the back of my mind, I was definitely like, I got to go get this 10th one.
So after you get it, all right, you're on the court a little bit longer, and I know I was watching the game at home. I wasn't in the arena. The announcers were talking about leaving you out there for a push for 50. What did that thought ever cross your mind? Like, hey, I know we're blowing these guys out, coach. Leave me out here and let me get just a couple more cracks at it to see if I can get the big 5-0 out here. Did that thought ever cross your mind?
No, I don't think so. For me, and I kind of felt like I knew Coach Ott was on the same page, but I don't think he would have wanted to do that, and I definitely am not the type to ask for that. And I think, in that scenario, you just play the game out like you normally would. I think it was 8 minutes left in the game that I came out, 7 or 8 minutes. So I think in a normal game, if we're up 25-30, that would have been about the same time. So we don't need to try to chase, and then that messes up the game. And then all the guys that are in there on the court are just looking to get me more points. I think at that point, you just got to play the game and play it the right way.
You said something fascinating after the game. You talked about the start last year. It was similar. You got off to a good start. But you said when things go bad, this year's team has the right guys to turn it around. And I think last year when things went bad, you didn't have the right guys to turn it around. When things went south, they really went south. You guys would get down and you'd be a lot of sulking and whining, and just like the team just never really responded. This year's team, I loved that comment. When things go bad, we have the right guys to turn it around. What is the difference with that to you?
Well, I think that it's embedded in this team's identity, and the only way that we're going to be successful and going to win games is if we like fight, compete, we're on the same page, and we're connected on both ends of the floor, and our defense connects into our offense. And all those traits are the only way we're going to be successful, and all those traits are also great traits to have when you're trying to fight to come back into a game or in a rough stretch. So making those things part of this group and this team's identity just kind of naturally leads into a team that isn't going to go away when we're down in a game. If we have a rough stretch or a couple bad games, I don't think it's going to kill our spirit. I think we're going to come out with the same competitiveness.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think that's what we're seeing. That's why everybody loves this team right now. But I think it's without knocking, players or even the coach or anything. Last year's team didn't have that fight and to compete, an ability to compete and have that identity, did it?
It's so different. But I think if you just, like going back to what I just said on this year's team, like the group that we have now, we have to have that to win games. Like that has to be part of our identity. The group we had the last 2 years, with how much talent we had, how much firepower we had offensively, that didn't have to be part of our identity to win games. Like we can start off the season 8-1 or 9-1, whatever we did last year, and win games with the identity that we had because of the firepower and talent that was there. And things didn't work out for a lot of different reasons, but I think with the group that we have this year and with all the new guys that have come in, the rookies, the trades that we made, like everyone is kind of building towards that same identity of like, we have to be a group that goes out there and fights together to win games, or else we're not going to be successful on the court.
Grayson Allen is our guest here, joining us live from Dallas. Suns taking on the Mavericks tomorrow for the first night of a back-to-back. Devin had said after the game about how this is his favorite style of basketball, to play with the movement and the constant motion and things like that. Is this, 29 assists on 39 made shots last night? Is this the type of style you like to play as well? It helps you get 10 3-pointers, but is this wide open style very appealing to you as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't, nothing stagnant offensively. We're in constant motion, constant movement. And there's structure to it. And then there's also just a bit of free flowing, making reads. But something I was speaking on after the game is there's a lot of trust in the style of offense that we play, that we're going to generate looks for each other within our offense, like with the movement, the cutting, the driving, kicking, passing the ball. Like we're going to generate looks for each other if we just trust that ball movement. And that's a really cool thing for a group that's pretty new and being together and doesn't have a lot of games together, is that like when Book initiates a possession, like he knows he doesn't have to force it. Like the ball swings, cuts, moves, gets swung back to him, and now he's playing off of a closeout instead of playing against a loaded defense. And that makes his life easier, and it just makes us better as a team.
I was talking with John Bloom, I think, this morning or after the game, because everybody says, they look at you and you're a three-point shooter, and they're like, he's not the most athletic guy. Damn, you were like the McDonald's slam dunk champion in 2014. So, people say, yeah, you were. Like, and I'm looking at this list of guys, Justice Winslow and Carl Anthony, Kelly Oubre, Stanley Johnson from the U of A. There are a lot of good guys out there, and you won the McDonald's All-American Dunk Contest. So people think of you just as a three-point shooter. And I'm not saying that Euro step to kind of break your career record was the most athletic move out there, but you do have a lot of athleticism, and I see it when you drive to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's still a big part of my game, and maybe because it's just secondary to the shooting. But I mean, I did have a 40-inch vert at the combine, and I know I'm 30, but I still got a 40-inch vert. I can still get up there.
You old man, you.
So,
Did go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just playing off of closeouts and off of like those quick swings has just become my bread and butter as an NBA player, and it's partly because I can shoot the ball and it forces a hard closeout, and then I can drive and finish with some athleticism in the paint as well.
Now, I heard Tim Kempton say on the broadcast after the game, he was saying like when he was a McDonald's All-American, he got like free McDonald's for a year for him and his friends. Did you get that too?
No, I did not. I missed out on that.
Damn, they didn't offer that to you. Well, he's very old. He's a lot older than you are, but you didn't get that when you were in They must have realized that some of those guys were eating way too much food, so they took that away.
That sounds more like NIL. I'm sure they took that away. We couldn't get anything for free in college.
No doubt. Well, Grayson, again, congratulations, man. That was an absolute blast to watch. We appreciate, again, you just joined us last week. We appreciate you kind of double dipping with us.
Come back next week if you want.
It's open invitation. Whenever you want to come on the show, Grayson.
We got a job for you, too, when the career's over. If you want to do sports radio, we'll fit you in here somewhere.
If I get 11 threes in one of these games coming up, I'll get back on the show.
Sounds good.
You got
Sounds like a plan. Appreciate it, Grayson. Congratulations again. That's Grayson
Thanks,
Allen
Grayson.
joining us from Dallas as the Suns taking on the Mavericks tomorrow. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.